Okay.
Right, she's recording. Okay, welcome everyone to the Moksha Canada Seniors meeting. As on every Thursday, we get together here on Zoom and chit chat and discuss certain issues. As we all know that Moksha Canada Foundation has a mission which is to bring awareness, provide education, and create need-based programs and services in arts and culture, health, and wellness to foster and sustain safe, healthy, vibrant, and inclusive communities. So it is a registered non-profit community organization which works towards ensuring well-being of individuals, families, and diverse communities in the York and GTA regions of Ontario, Canada, through the provisions of essential social services, community development, art and cultural projects and programs. So today we have a very interesting session planned for all of us, and which is about Hania travels. Hania has been traveling lately and she has her own travel blog. Hania is a very vibrant and young, she adds the young tadka to the Moksha Seniors Club. She's a blogger, she's YouTuber. Her YouTube name is Hania Travels. She's an artist, a social entrepreneur, and an amateur chef. Okay. Hania has recently been judge's top pick in Miss Queen Canada 2021. She's been volunteering for a long time and is currently working with the Moksha Canada Seniors Program. So welcome, Hania, to this session. And let's see what you have to share with us. And we'll let Hania speak for a while. And after she's done with her talk, we'll discuss. Okay?
Okay. So I just want to say hi, everyone. And I'm looking forward to this great presentation. I hope you will like. And Meeta Auntie, that was a great introduction that you gave for me. That's a lot of things in there, and I still have more things coming in.
Yes.
And the next year, I have a plan towards job, YouTube, pageantry, and then a whole bunch of other things in there planned for me. As an artist, as a YouTuber, as someone working in nonprofit organization, and as a pageant contestant, and I see myself being a pageant title holder sometime soon in the next year.
So be it.
So let's begin the presentation. So this is Moksha Seniors Program, and today we will be discussing about traveling. So first, why do you think traveling is important? Some of the reasons are new cuisines, new cultures, improving health, self-development, inner peace, practical education, and making new friends. Is there anything you would like to add to the list?
I think this is good. I think we'll add a few things after you've done with your PPT, right?
Okay, so these are the reasons why traveling is important, because everyone loves to experience new cultures and new cuisine. That's the kind of practical education that we get. Self-development, it gives you more practical knowledge of how people are in different communities, different countries. So it goes in there. So feel free to add in more. Now, benefits of traveling is peace of mind, enhance creativity, improve communication skills, broaden horizons, uplift your confidence, real life education, and make memories. On top of that, understand yourself, have fun, and improve your health. So I think this is what I think you all have experienced sometime in your life. What are the benefits of traveling? I guess we can all agree to this, right?
Yeah.
So just keep in mind there's a lot of benefits in traveling. And then what is Hania Travels? So you might be wondering, what do I do? Well, Hania Travels is a blog and YouTube channel which began in 2019. From 2019 till 2021, I've done, Hania Travels has done a lot of things, including becoming a sponsor for Multiman Council International Women's Day 2021, as well as the Hania Show. The Hania Show is a show where there's local artists and local guests who like to promote their businesses on the Hanya show. And one of my guests who was on the Hanya show was Mita Khanna, which you can explain your experience. Because we were both starting out at our YouTube channels and everything. So Mita ji was one of my guests. In there, and if any seniors would like to be on my show, you're more than welcome to promote your business, your artist practice, or anything on my show. That is open to all ages. So I like diversity on my show. So here are some of the pictures. This is from BAM, my recent travel in Calgary, Alberta. This is from Santa Monica in LA. This is from Sunset Boulevard, the famous street in California, Los Angeles. It's an amazing street. It kind of reminds you of being back home in India and Pakistan when you see the palm trees, or in Dubai. Then this is from the Edmonton Mall. This is West Edmonton Mall, the biggest mall in Canada. It is very similar to the Dubai Mall. And this is one of their Christmas installations there, because I love taking pictures around Christmas installations and all these. They are very Instagrammable photos, and they're always perfect if you love traveling or you love making memories. And this is a picture of with me and my brother and sister in Banff. So you can see the tall person in the middle. He's my brother. He's 24 years old. And my sister's on the side. She's 18. She's in University of Toronto in Mississauga. So you have an idea. So I travel with my family. But at the end of the day, it's me who's capturing all the moments and giving travel recommendation and experiencing all these things. That's kind of my thing. My brother and sister, they have their own schedule whenever we go. They like to go and try the cafes there. But although we all eat, we all love to try new restaurants. Sometimes they go on their own. Sometimes I do my own thing. That's how we are. So this is just a few pictures that you might have seen also on my Instagram, YouTube, and all social media. This is some of my pictures from my recent travels.
Nice.
Okay, just give me a minute. Okay,
It's
now
okay.
the next. So everyone knows, because of traveling right now, there is COVID restrictions. So COVID restrictions have limited us for traveling for over about a year and a half now. But as COVID restrictions keep changing due to first the COVID-19 itself, then there was a Delta virus, the Delta variant. Now there's an Omicron variant. So the restrictions keep changing. Some of the restrictions we know is right now is unvaccinated travelers are still required to quarantine for 14 days. That is very important. If you're not vaccinated, you must quarantine. That is the federal regulation right now. You have to obtain a COVID-19 test within 72 hours prior to your flight. Now that also depends on the flight you're going to, and if the country and what are their regulations towards travelers entering their country. And it's a whole different story. Vaccine certificate must be in your documents while boarding or entering the airport to different countries. As a traveler myself, and I think what many of you can relate, like Nita ji right now, and some of us who had traveled recently, you must obtain a vaccine certificate at all times. It is the first thing what they notice when you're boarding, when you're coming. And one thing you have to know, I know this might be a little bit hard for seniors, is there's this Arrive Can application that you must download on your phone, and you need that at all times while entering the country. And this is where seniors, I believe that seniors need to learn more about technology, because without those documents, they will not let any person from another country in. So that you must have. So that's something to note. So those who have not taken the COVID-19 test will be required to take the COVID-19 test for random testing at the Pearson Airport. And for more public health guidelines around additional measures to travel around the Omicron variant or any of the regulations currently due to the COVID-19 updates, please check on the Government of Canada website. Does anyone want to add anything in there? Like, what do you think for someone who's recently traveled?
I think every day these guidelines have been changing as per, the stress and the, about this virus, the spread of the virus. So we must be aware of changing guidelines each day. This is what I feel.
I agree with you. And we have to constantly be alert with all the guidelines, because you never know if you go outside or if you have suddenly a travel plan, then you need to be updated with all the regulations at the same time. And with me, regulations is a kind of part of a thing because I do have a background in paralegal studies. So one thing, even after my college graduation, I'm always looking at regulations all the time. It's just part of it. It's just part of who I am because of my background. But it's a long story of how I got into what I'm doing now, being a blogger, YouTuber, and working on nonprofit organizations. That's a different story. But one thing is always look at the COVID-19 regulations. Now, I have some questions for seniors. Now, this is one by one at a time. You will all tell me. Please share your 3 most interesting places you've been in the past, and what was your experience, and what story do you remember? My second question is, please share 2 or 3 places you'd like to visit in the future, and what are on your wish list, and where would you like to go? Okay, so I was thinking, Narendra Auntie, would you like to begin?
Okay, I didn't go beyond this Toronto, but I visited one of the garden here. It was near downtown, and it was just like I have forgotten its name. It was just like botanical garden.
High Park.
No, not High Park. It was
Oh,
near to, it was away from that, and from I have
that
so
lake.
many photos.
What is it called? That's something on lake. What is it?
Niagara on Lake.
Niagara on Lake.
No, it's on a lake. It's on the ground only. No lake is near to it. I have so many photographs where the name is written. I have forgotten. There, each tree, whatever tree is there, there is some statue of stones. And the stone statues, they are made there only. They have so many tents they are making there. So those are Africans. They are cutting stones and making statues such a big, more than taller than me. Every tree, whatever it is there in the garden, every tree has a statue down on this. And I have so many photographs. They were so big. These
you have to share in the WhatsApp these photos. I would like to see because they sound really interesting.
Yeah, of course, I can give you send you the photographs. So many I have. It is an excellent garden. I can't tell you. I have forgotten the name, and that is written on the photographs.
And these statues are of dog statues you're talking about?
No, human beings, birds, and then animals. Some of the statues there, the ladies holding the small child, someone is feeding. Such a nice, and they are all gray color. And those are made from cutting the stones, hard stones. And people, they are cutting there. You can buy also, whatever size you want. So that there was there is music.
Toronto
also.
Sculpture Garden.
Cool. And what is
Island Park?
Places?
Island Park.
No.
I've been there to Center Island Park.
No. I will let you know the name.
Okay.
Because it's written on the photograph.
Okay.
I was not ready for this. Otherwise, I would have taken the photographs.
Okay. I was thinking then, what was your experience? I think you shared this. What was the story you remember being there when you visited?
I have so many photographs, and I didn't want to leave that. We went in the morning and came in the evening, and I was roaming about here. There was a shed also. We were about 20-30 ladies. We did Gidda dance, whatever. And it was raining. It was so pleasant day that and I have so many photographs of each beds, different beds and statues. They are so attractive, and I can't tell you.
That sounds so amazing. You have to share pictures of this. And Narendra Auntie, what are the 2-3 places you'd like to go in the future? And why would you like to visit those places?
Because in future, I want to go to India. Near about, I can't tell you. I don't guess any. In future. Okay. But if you would have told me, then I had collected those photographs to show you. But I will send you by this I will send you.
You can
that.
share in Moksha Senior Club group.
Yes. Okay,
WhatsApp.
my
Or
next.
MWC, I'll send those photographs. So nice photographs, and you don't. If you will go, you will never want to leave that place.
Okay, I was
And there are
thinking.
thousands of the sculptures, and you will be looking towards there. And sometime somewhere there is very big this elephant.
Oh,
A
okay.
different then cranes, very big cranes, sometimes somewhere one, somewhere four, three, like this. And ladies holding the children, they are very nice, gray color only.
I was thinking, Santoshji, would you like to answer these two questions next? Oh, you're muted.
I share those photographs. And you can ask next one.
Yes, who would like to go next?
Santoshi is replying. Wait.
Yep, she's okay. Wait, I did unmute her.
Yeah, she's unmuted. Yeah.
I don't know. If Hello.
Santoshi, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है.
I can, like, she's speaking, but we can't see what she's
She's
saying.
speaking. We can't hear her.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. I did press ask to unmute.
She did unmute herself, but something is wrong.
Okay, now. Okay, Santoshi, would you like to share your travel stories?
No, we can't hear her. You need to connect to this speaker. अपना earphone लगा लो. अच्छा.
Oh, okay. Now you can hear.
ठीक है.
Okay, would you like to share the 2-3 places, interesting places you've been to, and what is your experience there, and what story do you remember? And my second part is, what 3 places do you want to visit in the future, and why?
Right now, I don't want to visit anywhere.
And what about your anywhere in the past traveling? You have to plug in a little bit more. Hello?
Again, we can't hear her.
Okay. All right. Okay. Who wants to go next? Meeta auntie, do you want to go next? Meeta ji?
Okay, I'll go. So 3 most interesting places I visited in the past. I went to Quebec, I went to Banff and Jasper. And in India, I visited Sangrur. It's a beautiful small town in Punjab, and I'll tell you why, how I remember it so distinctly. Quebec, of course, I love the buzz of the old Quebec city. It was so pretty, all those hanging umbrellas and that European culture. And Jasper, we saw a lot of wildlife. It was beautiful, so many beautiful lakes. And Banff is something extraordinary on this earth. The Lake Moraine and all those places, they were extraordinarily beautiful.
I was on Lake Minnewaca when we went.
Minnewaca, yeah.
It was right next to it.
Yeah,
we couldn't go to Lake Louise. It was too dark at that time. But I agree, Banff is like one of the most amazing places.
Beautiful places in Banff.
And what story do you remember there? I remember seeing your pictures on the WhatsApp. I'm pretty sure you had a story there when you visited Quebec and Alberta.
Oh, it was so beautiful. Actually, when we went in summers, right, to Alberta, and when we went to Lake Moraine, we went to watch the sunrise and the shadow, the sun rays cast on the hills, and the way the hills turned golden. We reached there at 4:45 and stayed there for more than 2 hours and watched every bit of this beauty with our own eyes. That was so, so amazing, so, so beautiful, serene, out of this world experience. And I just want to mention one small city in Punjab that I visited here. and that was the first time I visited. That place is called Sangrur. I did not know that it had a history of the kingdom. It was the capital of a kingdom called Jind. Jind is now in Haryana state of Haryana in India. So I visited the Diwane Khas, Diwane Am, and the Queen's Palace, the parks. The kings used to build parks for the queens, and that was very interesting for me. So the 2-3 places that I want to go to, first is Dubai, of course, I've told you. And there are so many places I want to go to. I want to go for a Europe tour. Let us see when this COVID settles down. Let us see, we'll definitely go. Thank you.
Okay, and the next person who would like to go, I was thinking, would Pratima like to go? I know you're on mute. Would you like to share?
Okay. Very hard to choose. I'm thinking, like, since you asked the question, I have been like through almost the whole of India, but that was like a long time ago, 1982, when there were Asian Games. We had like 20 days off from our school. So at that time, my mom, dad, they took us for a long trip. So, but the most I think I liked was Meenakshi temple. It's so beautiful. Like actually the temples in South, they are amazing. And the other thing that I remember clearly is like Vivekanand Rock. The atmosphere around that was very beautiful and everything. And so the whole of South, but yeah, Meenakshi temple was really, really, it's huge. It has like 4 big temples on the 4 sides, and you cannot even cover it like while walking. You have to remember which door you entered to come out. Otherwise, you will lose track. Like, where did you go? It's a very huge temple. So those were like very, very beautiful temples over there. Then like lately, I would say about like 5-6 years ago, I went to like Europe tour and all these other places, but I really liked Switzerland. Maybe just that Indian thing, but it's a beautiful, beautiful country. I would definitely go again there. It's like the scenic value, the air, the freshness, and everything, and their transportation system is
Oh, yeah.
so good.
We have
Very
heard
good
so much.
transportation system. You can like do boating every day. You just make one pass and you have trams, and they're so punctual, they won't even be delayed for 1 second. One tram is so well
Amazing.
connected with the other one and everything, and they go like every corner. You don't have to drive a car over there. The tram system and everything is like so well connected,
What is
and
a
it's a
tram system? I'm curious to know because I don't know
tram
what is it.
tram trams are like they are going every corner of the country, and they go like on the railway track kind of things.
So like a subway, I'm
No,
assuming, right?
no,
No, like if you
this
go
is
to
just,
downtown Toronto, I think they have trams here too.
Yes,
but
we
they are
have.
just like
Streetcars,
buses,
streetcars.
Kind of,
just like
Okay.
yeah,
buses.
So
but
you mean
these
like
are like
streetcars,
buses.
right?
In Switzerland it's kind
Yes,
of
yes.
more like of like train kind of system, but they are like very, very big, and lots of bogies like in that train system, like the tram system,
I,
and
I
it
actually
goes.
tried I actually tried something like that in Italy once. We went to this place called Tesvir. It's like a small famous town of Italy. They had these kind of like streetcar trams kind of things there. That's the
Might
one
be
here
like
I
I
can
have
think
been
of.
to Italy, but I have been to like the most like famous places like Rome and Italy and kind of stuff.
I've only
Like
been to Rome
Rome and Venice
and
and stuff.
Florence.
Yeah, I haven't been to the like the other like
My
obviously when
brother,
you.
he went to Italy for 2 weeks. He went and saw all the famous places except for
Mhm.
Naples and except for Sicily. But he saw
No,
most of
we
it.
did 4-week tour and we went to like Rome, Venice, Switzerland, and we went to Paris
All Schengen countries.
and we went to London and like all these like famous
I've been
places.
to UK. Like I've been in there, but UK
Yeah.
is very tiny than the way it's projected. Like it's
Depends where you
obviously
go. Like if you go to like a London area, which is like close to the airport area, that is like mini India. So over
Hmm,
there, it's like shops outside and this and that. But they have like other kind of areas too, which are very open and stuff. Yeah.
I see.
So I went to Birmingham, I went to London. So like different cities over there too. And but right now my future, like there are other places I wanted to. I almost planned to go to like Malaysia and Singapore when this COVID started. My tickets were like almost booked. I was talking to a person. Thank God I didn't make the payment at that time. So Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia, like Bali, etc. That's a
I
beautiful
see.
place too. So I almost
I
did that. But
And the
now I really
wildlife
want to
there
go to.
is
Sorry.
extremely amazing, I heard, in
Yeah,
around
yeah,
those
yeah.
East Asian
Yeah,
countries.
I saw all the pictures and did all the research. I was like, we were so ready to go there. But now I really want to go to India and visit like Ayodhya and this Kashi Vishwanath and, Sardar Patel statue, whatever, all these new things they are building there because they are looking amazing. So, like, Europe is still on my cards, and like, as I said, Indonesia and Malaysia and those places. But let's see how long and how many times we can travel. But
I see.
yeah, now like
Everyone's
India,
wanting to.
now India is also like on my cards to visit like Ayodhya and Sardar
You
Patel
know,
statue. And
often around India and Pakistan, most of these travel bloggers, even for myself, like I would love to do this,
mhm.
is they make food tours video around there, because food in India and Pakistan is not like anything as compared to these other countries, because we have more variety in that reason. So personally, if you go there, I say definitely capture all the food scene there, because people are very attracted to that. And personally, if I was to go to Pakistan right now, I would do the same. Like that's something I recommend everyone to
Like
do.
Pakistan, I have no idea, but India is
But
such
in
a
India
developed
and
country
Pakistan,
right now. The
but it's
roads and
similar.
everything is so much developed. Like if you see their roads are so wider and so well connected. Like whatever places you can go in 6 or 7 hours, now you can reach there in 2 or 2.5 hours. So everything is so well connected. The trains and everything, like चारों धाम उन्होंने connect कर रहे हैं, वो भी हो रहे हैं. Special
I live
trains
in
चल रही हैं
I
जैसे.
live in India, Pratima ji. I live in India.
ओके,
Yeah,
सो आपको तो ज्यादा ही मालूम होगा. तो वो
हाँ,
हम जो यहाँ पे देखते हैं कि वो कितना वहाँ पे डेवलपमेंट हो रही है और ये वो.
वो तो
तो
नेचुरली वही
आई एम
दिखाएंगे ना
रियली
जो आपको
अट्रैक्टेड.
देखना है.
मेरी प्रॉब्लम ये है कि
Okay,
मैं इंडिया जाती हूँ तो मैं बीमार हो जाती हूँ 1 वीक के बाद ही. मेरे को थोड़ा पोल्यूशन वहाँ का जो है वो बॉदर करता है अब.
that happens with everyone. Okay,
तो
my
आई.
next,
okay, next, yeah.
yeah, the next person I'd like to ask is Vinky ji. So,
Yeah.
okay, I just asked to unmute. Would you like to share 3 places that you visited in the past? What was your experience and the story behind? And second
Ye-
part is 3 places you'd like to visit in the future and why?
Yeah, actually, I have visited so many places whenever I go to India, because when my children were young, that time it was not that much. I didn't go much with the family actually, but mm, in India, I have seen most of the hilly areas. Actually, I love to go to hilly areas and spend time with families near about like when we were living in Chandigarh. That time we went to Shimla, and then we went Mansoori, and then the other Mansoori, that was just
दार्जिलिंग.
thing. And in last few years we just went. I've gone to Dubai also, and then I went to Singapore, and then Leh Ladakh. Whenever
What
I
was
go to
the most
India,
memorable place from you'd pick? India, Dubai, or Singapore, in my opinion, because they all seem to be so interesting.
yeah, Dubai is actually very well, like Mitaji said, Mitaji is also curious to go there over there. It's very beautiful place, and you don't feel like that in Dubai. When you go to Dubai, you don't feel like that you have come to some that place that you don't want to, never wanted to visit over there. Very well planned, and everything is in under one. It's not under like government is ruling over there. Some kings are ruling over there. The things that even when we were used to go to take the taxi over there, then if the driver's timings are over, then at once in the same time during your journey only the driver will be changed. They just get a call in between that your time is over, and they will change the driver in between. But if they say they want to continue, they can continue with that also. So
I didn't know
uh,
that.
yeah,
That's
the
very interesting
timings,
fact.
yeah, it's very very nice to see, because people go there just to see these main things, because we always visit these kind of places where you see all these rules and regulations are under control. Everyone is following the rules, those things, because I have seen most of the Indians and Pakistanis are living over there. Even Sri Lankans are also there, I have noticed, and people are working hard. But the life is very hard over there, because most of the drivers, they were Indians or Pakistanis. They used to talk to us when we were traveling in the taxis. They used to talk that the life is very hard over here. We are living here just because of earning. Everybody goes there out of country, their families are not living with them. They just live there and earn, and then in the summers, peak summers, they go back to their homes, and then spend 3-4 months back to India or Pakistan. Then they again come back in the season months. And I most main thing I love there, because I love dunes, sand dunes.
Oh,
And
I love those too. And
oh, that is very beautiful desert safari we did. It's really beautiful thing.
I
Desert
agree. And
safari.
can I actually give you a recommendation? If you love hill areas, desert, and all these sand dunes, when I went to California, actually, they are actually very similar to Dubai. So it's like you see like brownish kind of hill areas there, palm trees. There's like this deserts around there too. I don't know exactly because I was there for like 3 days, but it is very similar.
You won't get much palm trees, but yes, somewhere you will, in some places you will get, but in
Yeah.
when you go to desert safari, there you will get only sand dunes only, and you will enjoy the drive over there, because the
True.
drivers are very much trained, and when you sit in the taxi,
I had the same
you
story.
enjoy that ride.
When we went for dune bashing, actually, that day it was raining, so I had a similar story. And then, you know how you see in movies, how you see a person standing and presenting, and then on this kind of little mini stage, it's the same exact thing that happened in the desert camp area we were in. They served
Yes,
us
it
food,
is.
and then they have all of these like little appetizers there, and then someone is dancing, and people they're literally making sound like it's like some kind of party, and we were just lying on the
Yes.
side.
It
I
is
remember
like
that.
that. And when you go to some mall, you will find rich sheikhs over there, big cars. Even we have seen the tigers carrying in the cars, not like dogs, not like they have pets of they've kept the pets like tigers in their big cars. You
Wow.
one of the
Yeah.
very famous area over there, Jumeirah, Palm Jumeirah is there. Yeah.
Oh,
And you won't believe, that time you feel like that you have come in the heaven. Big bungalows,
They
I
even
can't
have
say
cars made
bungalows.
of gold.
Yeah, cars are made of totally gold. The only
Gold
Dubai
is
is the
everywhere.
country where you get the gold from ATM. Yeah.
true. I agree. And Vinky, what are the three places you like to visit in the future and why?
Hania, I
In
want to show you the
future,
picture.
Yes, yes,
Hania, Hania,
yes.
actually, this time, actually, when I went this time, when last year when I visited India, that time we
Wait,
went
Narendra.
uh, Bangalore, Uti. That time we visited over there. But I just want to go to Kerala. That is my first dream, to go there, because I have heard much about that. Kerala
Yeah,
is
I've
one
been
of the
there.
best
It's a
place
beautiful
here.
place. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful place, and we always
Backwater.
think of last year also we planned for Kerala only, but then I don't know why did we change our plannings, and we just planned for Bangalore, Uti. We went there, and this time we'll plan, because as I told last time also, because I was planning to go to India, and my family always wait for me only, because we all go together, not
And I know one thing is Kerala cuisine is also very famous too. I've heard. I've seen in videos that their
Yeah.
cuisine is. I believe it's South Indian cuisine, right?
yeah,
It's a
South Indian cuisine is always
South Indian
interesting,
state.
everybody would like to.
Kerala cuisine has a specialty that it has lots of spices in it. So because
Oh,
Kerala is the center point for spices, so many spices are grown in Kerala, and it's a hub, it's a market for whole spices like pepper and clove and two, three more spices which are significantly They are
Yeah.
grown, and it has got a center point, sale point for all these spices. That is why Kerala cuisine is really exquisite. Apart from it, I mean, even in southern states of India, each southern state has its own cuisine. Kerala cuisine is exquisite, and because they are fish eaters, most of them, because being a coastal place,
Yeah.
it's in the coastal area. They are fish eaters, so they have many fish dishes. Sorry, forgive me. So
Okay.
Narendra wants to show the photographs, right?
Yes,
Narendra?
Narendra auntie.
When we visited
Anya,
Bangalore, actually,
Yes.
that time we enjoyed that coconut water. Means we were fond of wherever we used to see. We stopped our car and we had, and the coconut, fresh coconut. You get it after drinking the water. You fresh coconut, you get it from inside. That is yummy. You get a very good experience of that, and it's really very sweet in taste.
And you
You will
get
That's
cuttle
enjoy
as a
that.
interesting.
fruit in those
Okay.
areas. You get
Okay,
cuttle
Narendra
pieces as
auntie.
a fruit right
Yeah,
there.
Narendra.
kettle. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Jackfruit.
Oh,
jackfruit.
I love
Jack,
to try
As
jackfruit. Okay,
fruit.
Narendra auntie,
jackfruit.
you have the picture to show?
yeah, listen, is the name of park is Edward Gardens.
Edward
Oh,
Gardens. Okay.
These photos are only in my camera.
they look so pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking the next one would be Guru Jaji and then Auntie Dina, who would be the next one. Okay, so Guru Jaji. So
Yeah. Let's hear Guru Daji.
yes, okay, how do I unmute? Okay, you have to unmute yourself. Okay, now this is your turn. Guru Jaji, I would like you to share with us 3 most interesting places you visited in the past, your experience visiting there, and a story you remember. And second part would be 2-3 places you like to visit in the future and why.
I would like to say first your last question. Future visit to moon or Mars?
That's it. Aspire big.
I
Yes.
know.
I was also very much excited to see places when I was of your age. That is the age when you want to see and all that. And almost worldwide, I have traveled in so many countries, and not only for 1 or 2 days or 3 days. I stayed there more than months, sometimes more.
That sounds very interesting. I'd like to hear.
Nice.
So one thing I learned, as it is a phrase, east or west, home is the best.
Mhm.
I
know.
agree.
Always.
Absolutely.
So always we are, whatever we don't have, that is our nature. See, since the age this earth has developed and the human came to the earth, they start traveling from one place to another place for the sake of knowing the new things or for the survival of their survival, because at that time there was for the food survival, even because at one region everything was finished and then they have to travel for the food. So that was the main thing when people start traveling, and this traveling is in the genes, that is in our genes. We cannot stay at one place. And in this COVID time, I traveled all around the GTA, I will say. And there are so many beautiful places around us. They are not far. Just half an hour you go out and you will see the nature.
I know.
And then you will love it. You will get so fresh there that now even my family or sometimes say that if we have to go out, they put up sometimes this GPS, and I tell them without GPS, this road will go like this and this way. So about the Brampton, Caledon, and Barrie.
If you're talking about Caledon, there is a place in Caledon which is very similar, but it's like a mini Grand Canyon called the
Yeah.
Caledon Midlands.
Yeah.
It is
that-
amazing.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
Hamilton is a place of falls. You will like to those falls.
Hamilton.
They are really very good.
Lots of falls.
Hiking and
Lots
for your picnic and anything. And Niagara Fall, I think those people who live there, they don't have gone so early, I mean, frequently than me. So you get so much peace when you are standing near the fall. And see how this nature has made this water unconditionally stopped water is there. And that's why it is called the seventh wonder of the world.
I agree.
And
And which
because
state
this
is
water, because we all came from the water, and we contain more than 71% of the water in our body. So wherever we will go to near the water, we will always feel fresh, because that is our home. That is a homecoming. Tomita ji.
Absolutely, nothing like home, Gurudat ji.
नहीं,
But
मेरे
of
कहने का
course,
मतलब पानी के पास जब हम जाते हैं तो we are near our home, these
home,
cells.
yes, because water is calming itself.
Yes.
It's a calming. It has a very, very big nature, which is
Right.
calming nature, which is an advantageous thing. Yeah, absolutely. And Hanya, he wants to go to the Mars, right? And moon.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah,
That's
really.
very hard to go there. But you know, I read that I forgot it was which space station they're trying to develop a life in Mars. I read that actually recently a while ago. So, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be more than $1,000 ticket for
So
that.
that's why I like to be every year. Before this COVID, just when the COVID started, we were on the cruise.
Mhm.
Okay.
And again, there is a water and water. When you are in the cruise.
Yeah, of
Best
course.
thing in the cruise is that you can enjoy without any hassle. You have not to ask your wife to make a tea for me. So you go there and you get it. And whatever the food you want to, even particularly, I encourage my family and the girls particularly that it is a best holiday where you have not to do anything. Just enjoy food, sleep, and other activity, entertainment. And as this COVID is going to be finished next year, take it my word as a granted. After April, there will be no COVID.
No COVID.
Let's
Absolutely.
hope so.
I agree. Yeah. I agree.
And we are planned to go for the Disney World for 4-5 days. We will stay there, and for 3 or 4 days we will take the cruise from there, because the visit to the Disney World will be quite hectic, and then we will relax there and then come home.
That's amazing. Okay, and my last person
And
on the
those who
list.
are interested, they can book their seats with me. So we will enjoy them. Whenever we go, at least we go 50 plus people.
I see.
Wow.
Sounds
With
amazing.
a big group. We enjoy there, and on the deck we sing songs, we dance. Apart from their own entertainment programs,
We'll
particularly
plan
after
a
midnight.
picnic of Moksha Senior Club there.
Yes.
And when you travel with a group, you enjoy more always.
Yes.
You enjoy double in that manner, because one thing you enjoy in the group, and other thing you are enjoying the trip as well.
Right.
And the last person I'd like to ask is Auntie Gina. I don't know if she's there. So I'd like to ask her about her travel stories, because I know she has many. Auntie Gina, are you there? Okay, how can I unmute her? Okay, let me see.
I don't see her.
Okay, no, no.
Maybe
Okay, it's
she's
okay.
roaming around you only.
Okay, in the meantime, can I add something? Because
Yes.
as I was talking about the Switzerland,
Mhm.
they have
Oh, yeah.
developed each peak in so many different ways. Like you take 3-4 different kind of means of transport, like those old days, wooden trains, small trains, this kind of transport and the other kind of transport, then different trains, different kind of buses. So every peak when they take you, they like make you travel through like 3 4 different kind of all these ancient or new and all mixed up kind of means of transport, and they explain everything so nicely. People are very 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 compassionate and very nice, like
Very
humble and
good.
everything. They have ice caves on top of those peaks. They have ice sculptures in there. Lights are lit and everything. So those are very, very beautiful. And you can go in between those caves. They are all made of ice. And the
Wow.
highest point in the Europe, like highest peak, is Jungfrosch. Uh, if the weather is clear, you can stand there and you can see the whole of Europe from there. Like this is Italy,
Wow.
this is France, this is
Cool.
UK.
I didn't know
Amazing.
that.
You can see it individually. The day I went
Oh,
there, it wasn't so clear. It was a little like cloudy, so I couldn't see it that clearly. But some of my friends who went like on a sunny day, they said it's so clear. I couldn't see it that clear, just a little bit, but like you can see whole of it. So it's the highest peak, Jungfrosch of the Europe, and you can see like whole of Europe from there.
I
And
see.
those ice caves
I was
and
thinking we'll come to Auntie Ina in the discussion time. Meanwhile, we'll continue. But everyone, you all have amazing stories. So I should say they're really amazing, and you all have great hopes and dreams to see all these new places. Let's hope we could see them in 2022.
yeah.
So is it time for a little quiz right now? So who's up for a little bit of quiz on traveling knowledge? And we're talking about famous places on the Canadian map, like all the famous
Okay,
Canadian.
let's see. Let's see.
where are my glasses?
Okay, ready?
You need glasses for a quiz.
For like a close thing.
So
I need
let's just
glasses.
test our knowledge and let's see.
Okay.
Where
Okay,
did I leave them?
okay. Let me wait until Pratima ji gets the glasses first, and then we'll start.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, all
Okay,
right.
found them.
Found.
Okay, so this is the first question. What is the capital of British Columbia?
BC, Vancouver, Victoria.
Okay, anyone else?
But
It's a Victoria.
I think it's Victoria.
Victoria?
Victoria, yes,
Yes,
that is
right.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And the next question is, which book by Jan Virtel has become
No
a
idea.
bestseller?
Sorry, which book?
Of Jan
Yeah.
Virtel
Became
has
an
become an
international
international.
bestseller.
No
Does
idea.
anyone know?
No.
Okay, let's see. Life of Pi. We've all seen the movie. Well, I
Life of
haven't, but
Pi.
I've heard about
Pi.
it.
Life of Pi. Yeah,
Pi.
I've seen this movie.
Okay, I don't know how you pronounce
Oh,
it even now.
It is by
Life of
Jan.
Pi.
Life of
Oh,
Pi.
yeah, Jan Martel.
Irfan
Okay.
Khan.
Okay, which province produces the most maple syrup? We all love maple syrup, but do you know where does it come from? Like where it's produced the most? Anyone
I
guess?
read it somewhere.
Ontario.
Wait.
Ontario.
Quebec.
Quebec.
Okay, let's see. Yes, Quebec.
Yeah,
You are
yeah,
right.
Quebec.
Absolutely.
When we went to Quebec, they were selling lots of them.
And there's the
And
maple
beautiful
candies
bottles.
too that they do
Yeah.
in the cold.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
And
still
those
have not
bottles
tried.
are so beautiful in different shapes. Very
know.
pretty bottles.
Mhm, I
Okay.
agree. Okay, next question. Amrita, you might know this one.
Alberta.
Which province?
Alberta.
Okay, yes.
Alberta, Banff National Park. It's
Yeah.
very
Yes.
famous and very beautiful also.
The Alberta is one of the places with the most beautiful Canadian Rockies there, and it continues
Yeah.
into British Columbia.
I know. I went to. So pretty.
Okay, this is a pop culture kind of question.
Justin
Justin
Bieber.
Bieber.
So, in which Canadian city was Justin Bieber born? You know, Justin Bieber is recently married to Hailey Bieber. It's been about 2-3 years now. So, which city?
Toronto? Toronto?
Um,
Toronto the Drake है ना?
yeah, Toronto is Drake, I think.
Yeah, Drake. I saw Drake's house in Toronto. We went to see his house on that street, which is called what is it called? I just forgetting so many
It's
names.
a kind of a famous street. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. This is
Just-
London, Ontario.
Oh,
That is
I
also
have
where
it there.
Western University is.
Wow.
I never knew.
Bieber,
Nice.
Justin Bieber, London, Ontario, da.
And right now he has a partnership and a collaboration with Tim Hortons called Timbies. I actually tried these the other day. They're really good Timbits called Timbies.
Okay.
Team Bees, yeah, I've heard. I've seen the advertisements also. Team Bees.
He also
They've
has some
introduced
merchandise with
new
them.
things. Yeah.
Mhm. And next is, which Canadian dish is made from fries, cheese, and gravy? I'm pretty sure we all tried this.
Of course, poutine, the
Yeah,
national
poutine.
dish, Canada's national dish.
And I don't understand why you have to put poutine on the fries. I like them crispy.
It's made up of cheese and gravy.
I
They
like them
just want to be
crispy.
different, right?
I don't want to put anything on them.
Okay,
That
it
is
is
bridal path.
Mm.
poutine.
Drake's house is on bridal path.
Okay, I didn't know that. That is
Yeah.
so interesting. In
We
California,
went to see that especially.
we were
Actually,
hoping to see celebrities. We didn't see one single celebrity there. That's the only sad part. We're like, no, probably we'll see probably celebrity in Santa Monica or somewhere. That didn't happen. That's the thing.
Okay.
Like, what if you see a celebrity here? You're lucky. It's for fun.
In
Okay.
India, people go to Mumbai with a hope to see the celebrities.
I worked at the airport as customer service supervisor. I have seen so many Indian movie stars and some of the hockey stars from here that I don't know, but everybody was behind them. So I used to get autographs and give it to my kids. But I have
Okay.
seen Hrithik Roshan, his wife, his mother. I have seen Lara Datta, Aishwarya Rai. I have pictures with them. Manna Day used to come.
Congratulated her Naz Korsendu, I think, on Miss Universe.
Yeah, she is Miss
Yeah.
Universe. This year.
At least you read that. So
I
next,
saw Karan Johar here in TIFF 2
Cool.
years back. Yeah, we just went there in Toronto International Film Festival. So I went there. He was sitting outside, and Anupama was taking his interview, and no one was there. I just saw, and I said to my son, "Is he Karan Johar?" He said, "Yes, mom, he's Karan Johar." No
They
one
look
was
different. Yeah.
bothering for that. So everyone was roaming, and when we stopped there, and everyone started, means only Indians were, because they were aware about him.
Naturally,
No one was
how
aware
would
of
anyone
it.
here know Karan Johar, bhai? Okay,
Yeah,
next
but they
question.
look
Okay, next
different. They look
question.
different on screen. They look so different in real life. When I
But
was going through
he
the
was looking
security,
same. He was
Hrithik-
looking same actually.
Hrithik Roshan was in front of me, and I looked at him, and I'm like, I have seen this guy
See-
somewhere. And then after 2 minutes, I realized, oh, he's Hrithik Roshan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you see them on
This is
screen,
how they are projected, no? How they
yeah,
are
that is
projected.
like so different.
They
Lara
have
Datta
to.
was same as you see it. Aishwarya Rai was very beautiful, but like Hrithik Roshan, I couldn't even recognize that. Oh, for 2 minutes, I'm like, I have seen this guy somewhere.
I met Hema Malini, especially in the train, and I was so shocked to see she's so pale. She's so pale and fragile, and otherwise she comes out so shining on the screen. So
I've met Zaid Ali T, this famous Pakistani YouTuber, Pakistani Canadian YouTuber, twice when I was in college. It was a part of Pakistani Students Association to have Zaid Ali T at the time as our guest. That time he was in high school, so I remember meeting him twice. And then I met Just Rain. I think I met the actor who was in this hockey movie, in this Indo kind of a Canadian, it's kind of a mixed kind of a movie. He was
Russell.
there. No,
Russell
not Russell. No, I think his name is called Vinay Vermani or something. That's his name. So I've actually seen him live in I think Mosaic Festival or Miss Something Festival long time ago. I actually had a picture with him, like long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the name
then
of the
I forgot the actor's name. He's the Canadian born, but he's Indian. Like he's a Bollywood actor.
Okay.
Okay, so the next question is, what is the name of Toronto ice hockey team?
I know this. Maple Leaf. This we
Maple
know.
Leaf.
Toronto Maple Leafs. Yes, that is correct.
Maple Leafs. This we know.
And what is the largest train station in Canada?
Largest train station.
Toronto.
Union Station.
Union Station, Toronto.
Oh, yes, Union Station, Toronto.
Yes. The most subways, go buses, anything, everything is there.
Okay, okay.
And what is the most famous type of pizza that was invented in Ontario? I'm pretty sure we all know this.
Pizza.
Okay,
That's a
it's
store.
but that is a
That's-
store, yes.
Like
Uh,
pepperoni pizza?
Hawaiian pizza.
Hawaiian pizza, yeah. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I read it somewhere that Hawaiian pizza was discovered, I mean, designed in Ontario, which is surprising,
Yeah, but-
Canada.
Yep, that is very surprising. And the next question is, what Canada is home to the world's polar bear capital. Which one is it?
Yeah.
Does anyone know?
Oh,
That is Churchill,
That-
northern Manitoba.
okay.
And often you will notice, like if you order things online, there's often a lot of things coming from Churchill, northern Manitoba, a lot.
Okay.
Okay,
Good.
ready for the next question?
Yes.
What city holds the annual Stampede?
Calgary,
Uh,
Calgary.
Calgary,
Yeah.
I think.
Yes, we all know
That
this.
you have that
Calgary.
festival.
Yeah.
Calgary Stampede. But when I was there in Alberta, one of my cousins, she's also like a influencer, blogger, YouTuber. She does Fit with Fudger. So she's also an educator as well. So she told me, and she also has her own business. So she does 3 different types of things. She told me that Calgary Stampede, the purpose of that is mostly for politicians. Like it is a very big event, but it's mostly broadcasted for that reason. Yes, they still have the games there, but the interesting point is this is where most politicians get their votes from. So it's kind of a political kind of an event at the same time.
Oh, so
That
the
is-
politicians must have turned it into their favor, for their favor, no?
True. It's like,
Yeah.
let's say if we have an event in Toronto, right? That where you see more MPPs come to, you know, they're all there for their own reasons. So this is what Calgary Stampede is, because like it is a very, like Alberta is a very amazing place, but it's not like as compared to here. So for them it's Calgary Stampede. That's the reason behind it. It's actually a very interesting fact we learned over there. So I just
Okay.
thought I'd bring it in. And then the next thing is Canada is the largest exporter of what sweet little fruit? Does anyone know?
Fruit, berries?
I don't know. Any guesses?
Cherries. It can be cherries, I think.
Let's see.
Sweet.
It is blueberries.
Blueberries.
Yeah,
Okay.
berries.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Should
Mhm.
have guessed it.
So that is blueberries. I think even for me, I didn't know that. Like that's actually quite surprising. And who here likes to eat blueberries?
Who doesn't?
Yeah, everybody loves berries.
agree.
The question should be
Okay, what is Canada's oldest city? Does anyone know?
Quebec? No. Oldest city.
Oldest city.
Is
Could
it
be-
Ottawa?
Okay, let's see. It is St.
St.
John's,
John,
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, if you actually read about Titanic, I've actually read once that when they had the shipwreck and everything, most of those people had first came to Newfoundland and then from there they went to USA. So that's why it's one of the most famous places. I believe it was Titanic or it was another event. It was something.
Okay.
Like that's the interesting part about Newfoundland. And then the next question is, which province is home to the tallest mountains? I'm pretty sure we discussed this and you all know the answer to this.
It's Rock.
Where
Calgary.
do we have mountains? We
It's
have
Rockies.
mountains
Rocky Mountain?
Rocky Mountains.
Alberta.
These are Alberta, Calgary, Banff.
It is Mount Logan, Yukon,
Yukon.
Oh, Yukon.
which is very
Hmm.
interesting because I think that is more of a cold area as compared to the provinces.
Yeah, even I was
That-
going to say that. We know Yukon as for some mining reasons, right?
True. And also Sudbury is also a mining capital as well, I believe. That's where the nickel is.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, the next question, which Canadian city has the most tourists? We all know this.
Toronto.
This is Toronto.
No.
Yes, it is Toronto, Ontario. We actually have the most, and we are the most, one of the most vibrant cities.
Yes.
Okay, where is Canada's visited most historic national site? Does anyone know?
That must be Ottawa.
Oh, yeah, it should be Ottawa.
It is
Oh, Nova
Citadel,
Scotia.
Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Okay, okay, Citadel. Okay, okay. Okay, it's in Nova Scotia. Okay. I'll try to remember
Interesting.
this.
Yeah, because my son did his engineering from there only, Halifax, Nova Scotia.
cool. Okay, the next question is which city is the home to the largest North American?
North America's largest
Edmonton,
mall.
Edmonton, Edmonton.
Yes,
Big
West
city.
Edmonton Mall. And as you saw earlier, those were some of my pictures also taken from West Edmonton Mall. It is amazing. There's so
Yeah.
much in that mall that you will want to walk there all day. There's so many things.
Uh-huh. Really?
Yes, it's like the mall has its own kind of lifestyle of its own. There's an ice rink there, there's a aquarium there.
Yeah,
There's
they have
the-
kept a ship. They have kept a kind of ship over there in which you can celebrate your small, birthday parties or kitty parties over there. It's
They
really
also
beautiful.
have 3 different food courts there. Three
Oh,
different,
God.
one Chinatown and 3 different food courts.
That must be so cool.
And seal show also they show their seal shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
My cousin, actually, when we were in Edmonton there, we were there for 1 day. So they had taken us on Black Friday. And actually, it was open until 10 that day. So we were lucky to go in. We spent about 2 hours there. It was the most amazing mall I've seen as compared to other malls. And it was, in a way, as a traveler, I can compare this to the Dubai Mall. It was very similar. So it's a
Yeah.
really interesting mall. Like there's so many different vibrations here. There's a museum part there at the same time. There's this seal thing.
Yeah.
There. Then there's food courts there. Then there is tons of stores there. And there was a long lineups everywhere we were going. And a lot of people were there taking pictures of the famous places around the mall.
Yeah,
It was
ice skating is the most great place. You can spend time over there watching the small kids doing ice skating over there.
We tried this. I don't know if you heard about this. There's a thing called bubble tea. So we tried over there. There's a really good bubble tea store in West Edmonton Mall called Dream Tea. Their Dream Tea of bubble tea, it is like a kind of milk tea, but it's very food based. It was really good as compared to the ones here. So my food experience there was pretty good. And yes, they have McDonald's and they have Middle Eastern food. They have Indian food there. They have all kinds of cuisines there. So it's like the mall itself is like you can walk there. It'll probably take you at least 1 day just to get through the mall because there's so many things that it offers.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then my next question is: in which city can you find a hotel made entirely of ice?
Seriously?
Yes.
सबसे नॉर्थ में क्या है?
Quebec.
नहीं आइस सर, क्यूबेक
Yes, sir, ice in Quebec.
There might be one. I have heard of that
Yeah.
before.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
That is in Montreal.
Yes.
Yes, Quebec.
Okay, I could never hear.
They have a seasonal hotel there. I actually
Yeah.
knew a few girls in college who've been there.
I have visited that hotel.
Oh,
How was it? Like, Guruji, what did you enjoy the most in that hotel?
Warmth. Inside warm.
Okay, that's interesting. That's a very
Yes.
interesting concept. Okay, next question. Saskatchewan is home to the famous saltwater lake. What is it called? Does anyone know?
No idea.
It is Lake
Little
Manitou.
Manito Lake.
Manitou.
Manitou as in Manitoba, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Okay, we are on our last question. The
Okay.
famous river is known as one of the most famous paddling places in the Northwest Territories. What is the name? Does anyone know? Okay, that is the Miami.
Okay.
And
Good.
thank you everyone for participating. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. It was mine and Anudi's idea, and a lot of people that we thought that why don't we do something for seniors related to traveling, because everyone always has these stories. So this is why. So it's time for discussion.
So that was amazing, Hanya, and very good. Oh, Zrina auntie is here if you want to ask her.
Okay, just hold on. I'll just ask her. Just got to just fix this. Okay. Okay.
3 places you visited, you remember, and which place you want to go to. Zrina auntie, can you hear us?
Okay, just give me a minute. I just have to fix her laptop for a minute.
Maybe she's muted, yeah. Okay. So that was a very amazing interactive session. I remember we have been to Kerala. I remember my visit to Singapore and Malaysia.
That was also
Singapore
amazing. I had
is
been there.
essentially a tourist place.
Yeah.
I mean, it is so amazing to see the economy of that. It's a very small country, and the entire economy is dependent upon tourism. And the
You have to
way
share which places you like to visit.
the way they have developed their tourism is so outstanding. We went there in 2010, and people who went 5 years after that, they told me that the places I visited had been changed altogether. And now when people go, they tell me the places they visited in 2015. Some of us are regular visitors to that place. They tell me that, I mean, every time they're making some changes because they thrive on tourism, and the way they've developed their tourism industry is amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Hanji, Zina
That sounds
auntie,
interesting. Okay, Auntie Ina, share 2 places that you visited in the past and 2 or 3 places you like to visit in the future.
I was in India before partition, and I like Shimla and
Okay.
Dehradun. And Dehradun.
Wow.
Dehradun.
Masuri,
Nice.
Dehradun. Wow. Very good.
2 or 3 places you like to visit in the future. I know Pakistan is one of them, but anywhere else you'd like to visit?
I want to visit New Delhi.
Okay.
She wants to go to her place of birth. I can understand that. I can understand that. Yes. So understandable.
Cannot place
अब मेरे
and all
साथ
those
चलना.
places.
Next time आपको मैं लेके आऊंगी.
ठीक है.
ठीक है ना?
मुझे बहुत
दिल्ली
पसंद है
हमारा
दिल्ली.
दिल्ली हमारा घर
कनॉट
है.
सर्कस सब. कनॉट सर्कस पता नहीं अब है कि नहीं.
है जी, बिल्कुल है, और वैसा के वैसा है जैसा आप छोड़ के आए थे.
कनॉट सर्कस वैसा ही है. उसको चेंज नहीं कर, वो हेरिटेज है ना.
थोड़ा सा
वो
चेंजेस
जी,
है, जैसे कि पहले
cannot be changed.
कॉफी हाउस होता था, वो नहीं है. अब कॉफी हाउस वहां पे नहीं रहा, इंडियन कॉफी हाउस. वहां पर पालिका बाजार बन गया उस एरिया में. लेकिन अदरवाइज जो शॉपिंग प्लेस पुराने थे वो वैसे के वैसे ही है. 2 स्टोरी है, उसको उन्होंने 3 स्टोरी बनाने.
इंडियन कॉफी हाउस गुरुदत्त जी सारी चेन ही बंद कर दी गई है ऑलमोस्ट. सिर्फ 3-4 कुछ जगहों पर, बहुत रेयर जगहों पर रह गए हैं. तो जब इंडियन कॉफी हाउस दिल्ली का बंद हुआ था, कनॉट प्लेस वाला, तो इट वाज अ वेरी सेंटिमेंटल थिंग फॉर सो मेनी पीपल, because so many people have so many memories attached to that place. आपकी संतोष जी आवाज नहीं आ रही, म्यूटेड हो आप. तो मतलब ये चीजें ना, मतलब हम तो क्योंकि दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी के पढ़े लिखे हैं ना, तो वहां पे हमने बड़े धक्के खाए. एक जब स्टैंडर्ड कॉफी हाउस बंद हुआ था तो हमें बड़ा दुख लगा था, मैं और मेरी फ्रेंड. सो सैड. रीगल
स्टैंडर्ड कॉफी हाउस तो अभी भी है. स्टैंडर्ड
नहीं
कॉफी
है
हाउस
सर.
तो अभी भी है. इंडियन कॉफी हाउस बंद हुआ है.
नहीं, स्टैंडर्ड बंद हो गया बिकॉज रीगल बंद हो गया ना. रीगल इज बीइंग चेंज्ड. स्टैंडर्ड को बंद हुए 3-4 साल हो गए. वो तो मेरा बहुत ही प्यारी चीज है, मैं तो उसको कभी छोड़ती नहीं थी. उसकी मुझे
आपने लास्ट, तो आपने फर्स्ट कॉफी वहां पर जो स्टैंडर्ड में पी होगी, कितने की पी थी?
इतने पैसे तो नहीं याद, हम तो कॉलेज में तो बड़ा पैसे बड़े से गिनते थे, जैसे मस्ती करते थे
अरे हमने तो वहां पे पी हुई है 50 पैसे की कॉफी, और साथ में वो 2 बिस्कुट देते थे, और
हाँ
4 आने
बिस्किट
लगते थे, 4 आने वहां गाना लगवाने के लिए लगते होते थे।
आई नो। और उसकी जो चीज पैटी है ना, आज तक मैंने कभी नहीं कहीं और खाई।
ये चीज बैठी बैठी बाद में आई है, बिफोर दैट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट इन द 60s में वहां पर सिर्फ कॉफी होती थी। मिता जी, वहां
कॉफी
पर
विद
सिर्फ कॉफी होती
आइसक्रीम,
थी, कॉफी।
कोल्ड कॉफी विद कॉफी आइसक्रीम। क्या याद करा दिया आपने, इतने बड़े फूडी को रात को आप सुबह 4 बजे क्या याद करा रहे हो।
तो प्रभाती हो गई, फिर तो फर्स्ट क्लास है प्रभात में आप।
लगी ना उन्हें।
Mitati, due to what I know, even over here, there's restaurants that open until 3 p.m. now, 3 a.m. now. And that's
We
started
have
recently
many
now in
restaurants.
Toronto.
I can cook myself. We have restaurants also. ऐसी कोई बात नहीं, no problem. So
Mhm.
nice, very nice. It was a good session, and you were asking point two. I wanted to add 2 more points in your first
Yes.
slide. Yeah. So first slide, 3 more points. First, and one point was nature. You want to go out to admire nature, you know, to enjoy the peace
न्यू
and calm.
मेंबर है मैम, न्यू मेंबर है आपका, वो
And
न्यू मेंबर शो कर रहे हैं।
उसके बाद
सॉरी,
next is adventure. You go for holidays, you go out to for an adventure also, right? And then sometimes you go out to explore mysteries of nature. So you don't necessarily go for cuisine or culture. You just want to explore, okay, what is the thing behind it. This is what I feel.
Like there is like, if you go around, if you go in California, one thing I know from this trip, everywhere is the ocean there. And if you're around Alberta and British Columbia, you see the ocean is completely different from what you see from the lake. So that is the thing. It gives you a very different feeling in there. And then there's like huge mountains, and there's like little like it's almost like an island in an island for some of the places we've seen from the highway when we were there. And it's just amazing. But we couldn't stop there because the thing is, days were shorter. Otherwise, there wasn't any parking space there. Otherwise, I just missed a picture of me on a California beach. But it's like when you see those places, it connects you more to nature too at the same time.
Wow, amazing.
There is another thing that is called the religious pilgrimage.
I know, religious pilgrimage, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that is most popular in Asian people. I don't know about the Western people, but in Asian people, it is very famous.
It's very, very, very common. Vinky was mentioning about Kerala. I've been to Kerala, the backwaters. They are simply amazing. There's a place in, near Thiruvananthapuram only, the capital of Kerala, where there are 2 kinds of waters. 2 kinds, the backwater and the sea. And you can, the water is water, right? It's H2 only. But you can, and the ground is plain, but you can so easily distinguish between the 2 waters. When you go, the
very
boat,
interesting.
yeah, it's very interesting. The boat will take you there, the boatman will take you there. And seeing is believing. You just see them, okay. And this only one line which demarcates, and that line is also made of water. So so amazing. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
when we went to Leh Ladakh,
can be
there
seen
only we,
in the sea also. And
when we went to Leh Ladakh,
yeah,
there also we saw a lake, beautiful lake over there.
Lakes there in between. There is a place where you can walk around. And in Kerala is also famous for rubber trees.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds very interesting.
Nice.
I know jackfruit is one of the most famous fruit right now for vegetarian and vegan. I personally want to try it. But the thing is, who's going to buy a big fruit and cut it? That's the only problem. Because I know earlier we mentioned about jackfruit.
We here in India, in Chandigarh, these vegetable vendors, they sell cut jackfruit.
Yeah.
So yesterday only I cooked jackfruit. कटहल की सब्जी मैंने कल ही बनाई और खाई है. That's so amazing.
Interesting. Like I would love to try a jackfruit barbecue burger. It's my dream too, but then when I go to stores, it's like $19. And at the same time, it's like when you go into the store here, it's like the jackfruit itself is like you don't know how to cut it, how you're gonna make it. When you carry it home, it's gonna hurt your back, then that's the question.
In India, people say that this is chicken for vegetarian people.
Yeah.
So what we can do is we can buy
Have you-
one jackfruit
Hannah, have you
and we
tried,
will distribute amongst
pineapple
ourselves.
on the barbecue? Pineapple on the barbecue?
Yeah,
yes,
that
that
is
is
very
good.
yum. Oh,
Yeah.
that is really
So
yum.
tasty.
I love that.
We all
I
love that.
recently, if you heard of this new kind of chips called pasta chips, they're pretty much it's pretty much a new version of kurkur, but you make it at home. And it's very simple. I recently tried that, so it was just like eating kurkur, just like without the flavor. It's just like it naturally has flavor itself. Like I recently tried that.
Okay.
Like kurkur that we get in India, Pakistan, and here. I like all of us, like all me and my brother sister, we love eating those a lot. So so ever since I read there was pasta chips, so I tried it. It had very similar taste to kurkur. That's definitely something I recommend all of you to try.
एक तो मैं वो चीज बताऊं बड़ी हैरानी की कि हम जो है ना कॉर्न भून के खाते थे अपने कोयले के ऊपर, हमें पता नहीं था कि ये बारबेक्यू होता है। हाँ, यहाँ आके पता चला कि बारबेक्यू होता है ये। फिर भी हम खाते थे।
भुट्टा छल्ली। नहीं सिर्फ वो कॉर्न तो उसका टेस्ट अपना ही है। यहाँ मोस्टली अमेरिकन कॉर्न मिलता है which is very sweet.
Pratima ji, you are muted.
I long for that corn. जो मीठा ना हो।
I love that only. I love desi corn. I don't like
know.
Americans corn.
So
I don't
I'm
like it
longing
all.
for that corn. When I'm in Canada, I'm longing for that corn all the time.
Oh, I
You
love
get-
that.
Same
And
here.
in Canada,
Yeah.
they put like butter on it and stuff. We used to
Yeah.
have like lemon and salt and pepper and you know,
yeah.
chaat masala.
Kala
And,
namak,
Yeah.
black salt and nimbu.
And the
in
taste of
rainy
that
season-
corn is totally different.
rainy
You know?
season, that was like a special
It
dish
is a must.
that you can eat every
And
day.
Serena auntie was mentioning Shimla. You go to Shimla, Chandigarh.
Yeah.
To
Throughout,
Yes.
throughout.
Oh, I
the
love
That's
days,
Shimla.
very near to
throughout.
Chandigarh, right?
Yeah.
And the moment you step into Himachal Pradesh, you start getting these bhuttas.
Everywhere.
Mhm.
Throughout Shimla, up to the bridge, and on the bridge, everywhere you will get even few steps at the difference of few steps only, you will find corn over there.
Mm.
That is really amazing. Here only we don't get that. And in India, you will get American corn. In Delhi, it's very common now. You will get American corn, and people are fond of to eat that. They don't know what is the.
But
taste
even in
of it.
India now that they put the, you know, corn like in the cups and, you know, with spices and chutney and
I
stuff.
Yeah.
know.
Even they are not eating it in bhutta
I don't
style.
like that all.
And it
Yeah,
is so
they're eating it in a
expensive.
cup. Yeah,
Unnecessarily expensive.
yeah.
Even I make these corns, the nimbu butter
Yeah,
wala.
They are selling the 1 cup for 70-90 rupees, you know.
Yeah, I know.
And
Milk
that
se le
is,
liya karo.
that is not worth. I think the taste of desi corn is always better than American corn.
Obviously,
I
obviously.
still love making desi corn. I make them in the air fryer actually. So I just take these frozen corn and I just put them in there for about 10-15 minutes. You have to flip them a little bit. And then it just has a taste. You know, you get at those vendor stalls where they give you the cone, they give you those corn. So I make those at home because I often crave those myself. So it's a very easy way to get that at home because we won't be able to find it in the stores here unless you're like really lucky in a food stall.
इस समर में मैंने अपने बैकयार्ड में लगाई थी छलियां।
Okay, great.
छलियां भी लगाई। लास्ट ईयर मैंने छोले लगाए थे और बच्चों को वो फोड़े भून के दिखाई कि ऐसे
Oh,
हम पंजाब में
wow.
फोड़े बनाते थे।
Tolia.
Excellent.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
वो
think
taste ही अलग है,
अलग है।
गुरुदत्त जी, you don't find over there here. यही
क्या?
चीजें, these things we always miss here.
नहीं कर
जो
लो,
हमें यहाँ नहीं मिलती.
बैकयार्ड में गर्मियों में लगाओ।
नहीं ऐसा कोई टेस्ट वाली कमी नहीं है विंकी, you get it.
नहीं मिल तो जाता है साग, जब साग वगैरह सब everything we get here,
Yeah.
but जो taste फिर भी मीता जी, whatsoever the taste you get in India you don't get here.
नहीं,
नहीं
वो
मुझे
जो सब्जियों का taste वहाँ है वो यहाँ नहीं है.
I disagree
No, no.
because I'm living here. I
दूर के
disagree.
ढोल सुहावने. The grass is always greener on the other side.
Green, yeah, this is
I
true.
disagree.
Whenever my brother comes here, it means his sons are living in Halifax, Nova Scotia. He has his own house over there, my brother. But whenever he comes here, he wants to spend time here. जब भी आएगा ticket, he always get his tickets pre करवा के he goes back. नहीं मेरा नहीं मन लगता यहाँ, I can't stay here, मेरे को यहाँ का खाना नहीं अच्छा लगता. I miss that food. I miss that.
Some people have this, but it's okay. मुझे तो सब जगह अच्छा लगता है. हम नहीं
Yeah.
बनाते हैं.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
नहीं, वो हमारा कोई जो चीजें बचपन में टेस्ट बन जाता है ना, टेस्ट बर्ड वो वैसा ही ढूंढती है.
कोई नहीं
Like
सर.
my dad was born in Pakistan, right? जब इंडिया पाकिस्तान अभी नहीं बना था, अलग नहीं हुआ था. So he was
हाँ जी.
born in Pakistan. He was 8 years old when India Pakistan का वो separation हुआ.
हाँ,
तो वो
partition.
हमेशा he used to dream about Pakistan, his birthplace. Oh, I was playing there. I want to go to Pakistan one day and everything. And we used to laugh. I'm like, Papa ji, you won't even recognize when you go there. Do you think like you can find that place?
Yeah.
And what would he remember? Like वहाँ पे वो टिब्बे थे, वो टिब्बों में हम खेलते थे.
हाँ.
Pratima ji, I tell you one thing. Not much has changed in many places over there.
I know.
Only the
So-
main cities have changed, you know. Even I want to go there because my mama always wanted to visit her place. Like she was born, brought up in Lailpur. Both my parents were born, brought up in Lailpur. Now it is called Faisalabad. So I also want to go there and see. My nana had a big dry fruit shop over there. So I also want to go. I'm so excited कि वहाँ पे कहाँ पे वो रहते थे, मेरे मम्मा कहाँ पैदा हुए थे, कहाँ बड़े हुए, कौन से स्कूल में पढ़ते थे. So I just want to. I'm also excited to know that.
Really? No, I never wanted to.
My mother was only 2 years old when they came
Yeah.
to India from Pakistan, Gujranwala.
Yeah.
So my mother and father both are from Pakistan only, and they came here at the very young age. But then my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, she was curious to go there because every time ये होता ही है कि when your parents are there, they always feel like that Pakistan में ये छोड़ा है, वो छोड़ा है.
हाँ,
Then my mother visited twice. She took my grandmother, maternal grandmother means my mother's mother. She took her along with,
So
and she
sweet.
visited twice there to Pakistan.
Because
it was
Reena
great
our
time.
family
ji
never
भी
went
कह रही है
there,
ना,
but,
she wants to go to she wants to visit.
She
go
went
to
with, actually my mother went with Jathas.
रीना जी को भी तो दिल्ली जाना है. दिल्ली जाना है ना, उनका दिल करता है प्लेस ऑफ बर्थ.
दिल्ली भी जाना.
This is the reason.
शिमला
yeah.
जाना चाहती है बहुत. शिमला.
Abhi
चलो
now
आप चलो आप चंडीगढ़ आओ.
with due
आपको
respect
शिमला
to all,
घुमाते हैं.
समर हिल
my
से
nani
छोटी छोटी
used to
running-
live in Kalka.
we are running time
So
out.
every summer we used to be in Kalka for 2 months. And Kalka is a place where you change the train for Shimla.
Yeah.
So Shimla was like, हमारी बहुत यादें जुड़ी हुई हैं वहाँ से.
I know.
So same thing, like I see dreams about my both, you know, नानी जी का घर, दादा जी का घर, like उनके
I
घरों के
know.
होता ही है,
Right.
everybody's
It's
childhood,
always
because
like
अब
that.
now our children used to remember their nanny's house and this thing and that thing.
But
It
you know,
is-
these days kids, it's not like that culture is changed
They
now.
they
Now
are
kids
not
don't go
attached,
and
emotionally
stay
attached. The
Please,
emotionally
please,
attached,
please,
we are
please,
like
please
that.
listen, listen,
Yeah,
listen.
they are
हमारे-
not emotionally attached
Hello.
that much.
हेलो एवरीवन. गपशप जो है अब नेक्स्ट के लिए रख लें विद ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट टू ऑल.
Yeah, sure.
और जितनी भी गपशप हम आगे लगाएंगे, अभी हम
Time हो रहा है.
5:40 क्रॉस कर रहे हैं. सो वी आर ऑल
We
पास
should keep going.
So let us have our
Bye everyone.
goodbye
Take
to
care.
everyone.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
इंसान का इंसान
It was a great session.
भाईचारा पैगाम हमारा, यही पैगाम हमारा. Goodbye to all.
Okay, bye, everyone.
Bye, Hania. That was amazing. Bless you, dear.
Thank you. Take care.